Hello. What's up, guys? Trying to figure something out here. Let's see. Oh my god, I just realized, like, I've been doing other stuff, and I just realized how long I've been in the loading screen, and it's been so long. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to put Bethesda's stream up. I don't know if I can get in trouble for that. But when I try to put it up, it's like... It shows the adult content warning, because they curse. And I have that warning, but like, I don't know how to take it off of Streamlabs OBS. Hey Noctavita, how are you? Hey, I'm trying to do some stuff. I want to watch the Bethesda stream. I've been watching it for a while. And I want to put it on my stream, which is going to be weird. It's going to make it hard to do story stuff, but like, I want to watch it, guys. And I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble. I've seen people watch like YouTube videos, Twitch streams, everything under the sun. And I don't know if they have permissions or what. So I'm trying to figure out, anyway, that, you know what? If I get in trouble, I'll get a warning. I cannot seem to figure out how to bypass the adult content warning, though, when I put the URL in. Really frustrating. Look at that. That's a pretty horse. Repurchase Greymore. Yes, please. Kind of just want to try to win it from a stream because I'm cheap. Hey, Dragon's Rage. How's it going? Aren't I the worst? I have so many other things I want to put money, like funds that you guys have provided me with by just supporting the stream. I have so many places I want to put that money. So I try to get everything else, you know, what I can, as cheap as possible. Hang on, Croesus. Guys, I'm trying to fix this. I want to show it here. I'll help you. I'll help you guys out.
You know, during our time period, Falmer, this is not Test 5. When people talk about Falmer, it's
yes, I've been watching the stream.
Like, oh, there's these weird things that come out of the ground sometimes, and I think, you know, they ate Joe's goat a few weeks ago. So
that's pretty much every Falmer story.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to put the video up.
But there's.
But it won't let
pretty
me.
good chance
It's
that
saying.
the player might encounter some Falmer along the way.
I'll do it a different
I
way.
got a question, because you guys sent out these amazing maps to the community members,
Right.
and many people here spent hours speculating.
Did they?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh boy, and they did a great job.
There's like
Loud.
entire algorithm
They did a great
put in
job,
place
too.
for this.
Any chance we can know what those maps actually mean?
Should we reveal all at this point?
Okay.
So yeah, when you put those maps together, I think the community did an amazing job of translating the data. We did not make it easy for you.
Good job. Good job.
So great work.
Next year, 400 different maps. Figure it out.
So yeah, when a lot of people were pretty much there. When you line up those maps in exactly the right way, if you take a look at it, the markings on the map correspond to the major locations in the Greymore chapter. So you've got Morthal, Solitude, Dragon Bridge, and a number of spots that might become relevant during the
Right.
quest.
There are some parts that you might look at and go, oh, what's this? You'll figure it out.
You will.
Can I just say, Daedric is really freaking hard to decrypt.
I got to tell you, man, hats off, because they did not make it easy for you.
I'm not that smart. But man, it was hard to decrypt some of that stuff.
Educating people, right?
Right, that's
Teaching
what
a
it
new
is.
language.
Everybody should get on Duolingo. And
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, take the Daedric course in Duolingo. Yeah.
So you touched on the time period a little bit. So how did the general time period in ESO versus Skyrim, like what's going on during this time period when Greymoor takes place, and how did that inspire the tone and the general vibe of the zone?
Yeah, it's a really cool time in Tamrielic history for a lot of reasons. There's a lot going on. In Skyrim, like I said, there's you've got that Cold War brewing between the two halves of Skyrim, and a lot of times one of the cool things about doing what we do is we're able to tease, hey, this is how things might resolve, and there are things that happen in this quest that might kind of determine the trajectory of the region generally. So, for those of you who are wondering, how is Skyrim gonna stitch the wounds back together again?
This is gonna be
See how
weird.
things are going, and over the course of the year, you might figure some of that out. But yeah, the in terms of tone, the Western Skyrim it's a hard place. It's a cold place full of grumpy people.
It's a dead planet. It's a bug planet.
Do you want to know more?
Do you want to know more?
And Rich mentioned a bit that it's a bit similar to Rivenspire in tone
Absolutely.
and style. Too.
Yeah, that gothic tone, I think, is
Yeah.
where we were
Grittier,
going with that feel
darker,
of like,
grittier,
yeah,
yeah.
you're walking into Vampire Land.
Yep.
That's what
Now,
we're
is there
going
any
for.
bleed over from any
I know the
of
feeling,
these
Croesus.
stories?
I get it, please.
I felt it not long ago.
Crossover
Weeks ago,
between
I
any
felt
of the
it.
stories that we may have already played through the base game and to what we're going to experience in Skyrim.
Okay, the music is too
The
much
inclusion
though.
of Lear's Titanborn, that's a big one.
Sounds, audio, music.
No Lyris mount, sorry.
Gotta go.
No Lyris mount.
Are there any other returning characters? I know Rich
Yeah,
Okay.
mentioned a few.
Well, like Rich said, everybody's favorite dark elf to hate, Narcissus Dren's
Narcissus
back.
Dren is back.
We've got Narama, we've got Rigger,
Rigger
we've
the
got
Brass.
Lear's Titanborn. There's a ton of characters who we're gonna come back to
Some
players.
members.
Okay, so real quick, guys. Hi. Welcome, everybody. I hope you're all having a great day. I know a lot of you are going to be torn by watching between watching Bethesda's stream and my stream. I don't want to take anything away from their live stream, and so I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble, but I want to watch it. My VOD might get muted. I don't know. But I want to play. I want to hang out with you guys. I want to watch the stream with you. So I'm going to have it on. I'm not going to be talking as much because of that. I'll mute every now and then when I want to talk to you guys. While they're in, crucial audio moments, I'm not going to be talking. Like when they're talking about important stuff. We got Dust Bunny and WoW from Lee. Al. I don't know for sure. It sounds really familiar. Yeah, they're streaming. It's the big announcement of their next, the next upcoming DLCs and expansion in 2020. So they have a lot of stuff coming out. They've talked about a lot already. I'm sure you can catch the VOD after it's done. So, yeah. Yeah. So let's watch. How are you all? Please tell me in chat. I'll try to respond in between what they're saying. But I do want to, buy more dog beds. Oh my god, _ Hi. Welcome, everybody. Hi, let's play some ESO. I don't know if I'll be able to get to story stuff with the stream going on, but let's listen. And I will try to respond to you when I can in between what they're saying. Okay?
It's 475 bosses. It's crazy. No, it's as big as Sunspire. There are 3 bosses. There's 3 hard modes. Unlike Sunspire, it has a more linear approach where you go from boss 1, 2, and 3. You can't take the first 2 in any order. We think
Talking about
that
the new
size
trial, I think.
was pretty good, and people had a good experience when they go through there. Also, the 3 different hard modes gave this level of varying levels of difficulty that people could challenge themselves and push themselves. So as they get through one hard mode, then they can go and try another hard mode. If they can't do it, they're not out anything. They can just complete it on veteran.
I really appreciate that,
Question
Chris.
for all the collectors out
Yes.
there of mounts, pets, everything.
I haven't put them on the stream.
Last year was Sunspire.
I just hope they don't get mad at me for it.
Mount behind an achievement. Are
Behind
we
God,
looking?
or
You know?
behind the big achievement.
Yes, the big one. Are we looking at something similar this year?
We are indeed.
Also, guys, I do encourage you to lurk on their stream.
Sunspire's achievement, so it's not going to be for everybody. But
So
it's gonna
open
be
a
pretty
tab.
cool.
Why are you looking at me?
Why you have a guilty conscience?
Real quick, open a tab and go to twitch.tv/Bethesda and then just mute, like turn them way down or something, like to the very bottom tick, and it shouldn't view count. But they're not really looking to make money on Twitch. They just, you know what I mean? I don't think that's not really they just want to tell you about the game. So do that because they're doing drops for their stream during the announcements. So open them, but then you can watch and listen on mine if you want to. Okay, so I encourage that so that you have a chance to get a crate in game. Have their stream open. Just like put it way down low, the volume. See, I thought you got them the next day though, Crosus, so that's strange that you got one already. Okay, I'm gonna turn them back up.
Very boring.
Sorry.
So
Back a box feature.
we commonly people kind of skip the base pop, or they blow through it and they just kind of do stack and kill and stuff like that. So we've played some extra focus on the base pop to make it a little bit more challenging. Players have to kind of think about that stuff.
Think.
Yes, I know. It's new and different.
Ben, can you talk to me like I'm a kindergartner? What the heck is base pop?
So base pop is.
Should I sit down and
Queen Camilla, where's the crowd?
So base pop is commonly referred to as trash. It is all the not bosses in the dungeon. So it's the monsters that, now you get it. I don't call it trash because they have feelings.
I'm muting my game.
Don't tell me that, then I feel bad. I don't feel bad.
So for our final segment, we are going to talk a little
It
bit
was
about
Bethesda?
the first DLC.
Yeah, have their
coming
stream
out,
open for sure.
Storm. So this is really our
Turn it
only
down
opportunity to
if
sort
you
of
wanna
give a
watch
preview
here.
of this DLC before it hits the PTS. So next week, yes, very exciting. Frantically
Vamp
trying to-
Necro?
Where's my tear jar?
They're doing a bunch of stuff to Necros, you guys. They already said that. That was one thing. I mean, not Necros.
So let's
Sorry.
start
Vampires.
with, Ice
Vampires.
Reach, which is one of the dungeons that is in this DLC.
One of the great things about doing these dungeons is
He gets to have me as a writer.
Lehman got to be my writer for this. Who gets to have the lore master as their lead writer for their
Well, that's
for
what
their
you used to
content?
do before you were lore master, right?
Yeah.
Don't diminish his accomplishment. It's still great.
He's so wonderful. You matter. So let's talk a little bit about Ice Reach. What's kind of the history behind that?
Yeah, so Ice Reach is another island in the Sea of Ghosts where the Ice Reach Coven basically has their base. You guys might remember Droda from previous dungeon content.
Dire Frost,
This is where her coven, that's the seat of their power. And the player is directed to go, Yorin, the Scald King, sent a bunch of Nords to check out this island because there's this huge storm brewing and it was sinking ships, and the people who went out to go see what was going on, they never came home. So the player goes out, meets up along the way with Lyra's Titanborn, and it wrecks faces and solves the mystery.
Sea of Ghosts and people didn't come back.
I know,
right?
Where's
Hard to
my
believe, right?
Pikachu face.
So wait, I'm smelling a trend here. So we're building off of Dire Frost. So you guys, I saw Celine last time.
Yep.
You know, that's a continuation, wrapping that.
Thoraya from Wrathstone Dungeons.
Exactly. So are you guys moving in that direction of kind of giving some of these plots extra parts?
Yeah, I mean, we always like to kind of take a look at not just the past of our game, but the past of Elder Scrolls games, and bring it. We did it with kind of, if you look at the Elder Scrolls past, Fang Lair, which was in, I think, Arena, and then we brought that kind of like into our world. And so, using things that we've had in previous dungeons, kind of fleshing out their stories.
Thank you, Nexus. Oh my god, that sounds good.
Droda of Ice Reach Had an interesting story in Dire Frost, but now you get to see where she came from and her sisters in the coven that she came from.
Awesome.
Dungeons is a really big thing for me, and
I'm glad to hear that, guys.
I know our guild loves the dungeons. We actually go into lore mode and just kind of slow down, and we absorb the story, which we really love. Layman, please say that you're proud of me.
I'm maxed
I'm
woodworking.
super proud of you for doing that.
Thank you.
Everybody's proud of him. It's all great.
Were you just fishing for compliments? Is that what you were doing?
I'm setting you up.
Oh, okay, all right.
It's a minuscule pet peeve, but I do have a pet peeve.
Oh.
Some of the NPCs, particularly Thariah, hide behind a freaking rock while we're doing all the work in these dungeons. So my question is, can we expect Lyris Titanborn to help us?
So that's a big thing for the characters that we're dealing with. Thariah is very much scholarly and she didn't kind of get her hands dirty.
Right.
But Lyris is a badass. And she absolutely will
She's not gonna hide behind a rock.
She is not going to hide behind a rock. She's not going to be a damsel in distress. You don't you don't save
She's like,
her
"Get out of
or
my
do
way."
anything like that. What's pretty funny is you meet up with her. You're not following her. She's not grouping up with you or anything like that. But what it is you're going through different parts of this island, and she's going through. So when you meet up with her, it's like in a swath of blood as she's just cleaved like several people, and then she comes up and talks to you and she's like, I got shit to do. You know, like, and she goes off, kills some more people. So what's pretty funny is the stuff that you go through when you get to fight, you can imagine she did 10 times worse shit.
I don't think there's a scene that she shows up in that she doesn't murder
cleave somebody
right
to
before
death.
she
It's
talks.
exactly right. It's exactly right. Every time you see her, she's killing somebody.
All right, so let's move on to Unhallowed Grave, which is the other dungeon.
Yes,
in
that's
this
the one you
DLC.
saw with the grappling hook.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how you use grapple hook.
Grappling hook.
Yep.
It's the universal grappling hook symbol.
All right, so what's going on in this dungeon?
You grappling hook.
That's it. That's all you do. Just grapple hook around everywhere.
That's it. Let's go in circles.
You want to
Oh,
explain?
yeah. Sorry, we're taking it away, Lehman. Anytime somebody brings up grappling hooks, I'm just totally shut down. The dungeon is a deep, dark cave in Bankarai where something has been buried away for a long time. So long, in fact, that the people who are guarding this grave, in large part, don't know what it is. And it's a dark, horrible grave that a number of Nord mercenaries are taking ashes and bones and stuff out of it, and you're tasked with learning what the heck is going on, why are they doing that, and trying to put a stop to it.
That's pretty much it.
Well,
There you have it.
wait, there's a little extra though, I think. Someone told me
Really, Mass
there's
Gamer?
some
Awesome.
mysteries down there that you might have to try extra hard to find.
So this is one of those things that we're trying to avoid because I really want to watch streams and stuff like that of people figuring some shit out. But there are some secrets in here that are going to be great.
You don't want to take a long look around when you're heading through the
Yes,
Okay,
there's
don't
all
stare at the
kinds of cool
wall.
stuff in here.
Got it.
Finn, I know the grappling hook really tickles you.
Yeah,
It tickles us, don't get me wrong, it really tickles us.
something.
You have a
I'm not gonna
grappling hook
say
that
where,
tickles
it
you?
tickles us.
That's awesome.
I'm just saying.
We've gotten to
It's a family stream.
Got enough mats.
Here's my question, sir.
By all means, ask about the tickle hook.
There is nothing more satisfying than finding a spot way above your head that you cannot travel to and
Correct.
using that grappling hook and just flying to that spot.
Yeah.
So we
True.
love that mechanic.
It's pretty fun.
We're happy to see that mechanic is going into some of the dungeon content.
Well, wait till you play.
In other words, there's something big at the very top where we grapple to. I get it. But is that type of mechanic or more creative things like that something that we can look forward to as dungeons evolve in ESO?
So yes and no. So whenever we do a dungeon and put together some pieces and stuff like that, we always take a look at how we can challenge and create new gameplay. Moongrave Fane is a good example. We had the moving block, and we got the idea to putting this on pressure plates to open gates and stuff like that. So when we saw the grappling hook going in for Dragonhold, we're like, all right, we got to take that. We got to see what we could do with that in a dungeon. And we did, and we kicked it up kind of. It's not just traversal. It's used in boss fights. It's used in new and interesting ways in boss fights. There's all kinds of like cool new traversal elements to it. We're going to challenge your dexterity. Yeah, I know, right?
That's it for me.
But as far as mechanics like that, we're always looking for new and interesting mechanics we can throw in there. And it's absolutely, if we see something that we think is going to be cool and new and interesting and fun to use, we're absolutely going to use it.
Well,
What about rewards? What can you get from these dungeons?
We have the standard items that you can get, the rewards like item sets and stuff like that. But so the 2 rewards for the completing veteran versions of these dungeons in Ice Reach, you get a weapon motif. That's the first time we've offered the weapon style.
And it's a good one.
You get Lyris's battle axe as a weapon style.
That's cool.
And for Unhallowed Grave, we actually have these really cool.
Hey,
new
Joker,
body
how's it going,
markings,
dude?
Which are they're like textured red that look super cool when you put them on and stuff. And they're
How are
body
you? What are you up
markings, so
to?
they're not- So they kind of play well with skins.
We are
too.
watching
you
the
can
Bethesda
I'm interested to see
announcement
what
that's
people kind of
live
put
streaming
together
right now.
combinations- combinations with this
And
stuff.
playing, doing our writs and stuff.
And then there might be some other stuff.
Exciting.
Yeah, Mass Gamer for sure.
New sets.
Oh,
There are new
item
sets.
Yes.
I don't have them.
Yeah, check it out in the patch notes.
Yeah. You
there's
guys be able to
new,
check out the patch
PGS
notes.
next week.
There's
PGS
new
next
item
week?
sets, and there's also Cyrodiil crafted sets.
In the update 25.
Yep. Yeah, so that'll
Good,
all
Joker.
patch notes coming next week. Cyrodiil.
Yes.
Do Cyrodiil, place I don't go much.
That's about
Yeah.
it. Unless there's anything else you guys
You guys
wanted
have
to
any
bring
other
up.
questions for us?
No.
Okay.
I wasn't asking you.
People can just holler.
Have any questions up here?
Wait.
Oh, it's probably a member of the team.
Let me add to what Gan's calling out, though. So in the past, you and I have had this conversation before.
We have.
So
I think.
I think you know what I'm saying. In the past, there's been kind of the trifecta achievements, completing hard mode, speed run, no death. Now you kind of moved away from that a little bit in the last year's dungeons. Is that seeing a return? Can we expect something like that?
You mean as far so we have those achievements,
Right.
and we
But-
don't we're tying we kind of like the incentive aspect of adding a title to it rather than the overall overarching reward. And that's mainly because we want to get more people to be able to feel
Essence
good about
farming, Mass
running
Gamer.
these rewards.
That was easy.
So, and we only have so much time to do all of this thing. So if it was up to me, every achievement would have its own. We don't have that much time. So,
Trust me, not offended.
and we want to incentivize doing these. These are like the landmark achievements. So, like, oh, I want to do this because this is the thing I get. So we're going to incentivize that. But for the most part, the veteran is going to keep that cosmetic reward, and then the title is going to be offered for the
Okay,
pinnacle
to the bank.
kind of thing.
Ooh, we could do treasure hunting while we watch.
Along the lines of
We can't listen to story
Godslayer with
stuff.
Sunspire and stuff like that. It's such a cool title that can stand by itself.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I got a quick question for Lehman, and it's switching gears a little bit. I wanted to talk just real quick about the prologue quest and how that prologue
Oh, yeah.
quest and
Prologue
the lore
quest.
kind of ties into grabbing you in and just throwing you right into a lot of the parts.
It's
of
the game
Skyrim
I'm playing
that
right now,
you've
Gray.
explored, such as Blackreach. How
What
does
do you
that
mean?
tie in if you're a starting player just getting ready?
It's a game I'm super into.
Well, I mean, the purpose of a prologue is to kind of whet your appetite for the chapter that's upcoming.
How are you?
There are elements.
Those I'm
one of
gonna
the cool things
sell.
about Harrowstorm is there are elements of the dungeons that kind of tie into the prologue. So there are things that you discover in the dungeons which inform the prologue activities and the quest there. And I think by the end of your time doing the prologue quest, you're going to have a really good idea of, who are the major players, what is the major, plot that we're going to have to dig into during the chapter release. So, yeah, I can't wait to hear what people have to say about it.
They're kind of like Wrathstone, but it's a little bit more obscure. So like in Wrathstone, you got both halves of the Wrathstone, and you're like, oh, these are two things of this. And then you go to the prologue, and he's like, all right, this is what it is. And you're like, oh, that's cool. So in the dungeon, you're actually finding two pieces that you don't necessarily know how these two things relate until you do the prologue. And then when you do the prologue, and you kind of see the two things you get, and you're like, oh, that's what it was. And it conveniently explains the name of the DLC. too.
That's the
So
beginning of the Dark Heart
And
of
that's
Skyrim.
one of the coolest things about those dungeons is at first glance, they don't look like they're connected at all.
Right.
And over the course of the prologue, it all gets tied together.
And part of the whole DLC, I mean, when we announced the DLC, it's update 25 of Harrowstorm. People are like, the F is a Harrowstorm, right? So you're like, yeah, well, after you play through all of it, you'll be like, oh, I know what a Harrowstorm is now, and then you'll be like a lore buff.
Yep.
And you'll get to see actual Harrowstorms.
Somebody will be like, what's a Harrowstorm? Be like, I know what this is. I know what this is.
You'll get to actually see them in the chapter in Grimoire.
Yes, Harrowstorms?
Actual
Absolutely. You get to
Harrowstorms.
see
They don't
Harrowstorms
look
in
like
the
that,
chapter,
but,
yep.
They're big.
They're up there. They're up there.
So we want to thank
I think everybody in the audience literally looked up.
There we are. So we want to thank everybody for tuning in, both on the stream and in our audience. This was super
thank you, guys.
fun. And we want to thank our special guests too for having Finn, Lehman, Kyle, Cash. Thank you so much for joining us
Yes,
on
thank
our
you, guys.
stream.
Thanks
It was really
And
fun.
Rich Lambert.
Rich Lambert is off doing interviews.
Yes,
somewhere.
yes.
He's off an interview there. And Gary.
Do you want to come out, Gary? No? As Gina mentioned, thank you all so much, and everybody here.
I know,
this is
right, Gray?
So special for us. This is
Hey,
our
board
first
thing.
live audience. It's so cool.
So awesome.
we can't wait to do it again.
Love the energy in here.
They didn't do live audience last time? The last streams? Weird.
We just get all of you guys to follow us around all the time, just cheering when we do shit.
I'm gonna make a sandwich. Yeah!
And don't forget, you can pre-purchase the Greymore chapter right now, and we have a lot of good information on the Elder
Hey,
Scrolls
Donard, what's up?
Online.com, including a full SKU article, which will help you see which version is right for you, what's in the CE, and everything you need to know.
And don't forget, we do have a few streamers that are going to be streaming live from this event. Alcast and Ninja614 are starting up first in about 20 minutes, and then we'll have K-Pal all the way from the UK.
Hey, pal.
I'm jealous.
K-Pal and Kyle will be streaming
Be a bigger
in about 2
streamer.
hours, so they'll be live from the event. Be sure and check out their channels. They're going to have maybe some exclusive dev time.
Maybe.
Maybe some pop-ins.
Maybe whether they want it or not, they'll have
I want to be a big streamer so I can do cool things like that. That's like
to get in there. Yeah.
probably my #1 reason to want.
See everyone on PTS next week, and thanks again for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, Donald, thank you. How are you doing, dude? We were watching the live update, the announcement from Bethesda to see what's coming in 2020 for the game. And I'm trying to like talk to you guys in between. Hold on, let's watch this. I think they're showing the cutscene again. It's all weird and cropped. Or at least now they... Yeah, we've seen this 3 times so far on the stream. They just keep playing it. It's great. Maybe, Pep. Aw, hey, how are you? What's up, Pep? Yee, Lyris. Aw, Mass Gamer. You guys are too sweet. I'm gonna do my Ritz on my other tune, and then I might go treasure hunting if they're still doing a lot of talkie-talkie. If they get done with the talkie-talkie, then I will do story stuff. I don't know how long they're streaming. 2 to 4? Not much, Croesus. Sega, well said. Easy person I am. I'm doing great, Pep. Thank you. Good to see you, dude. You come hang out with us in Discord sometime. With the guild. My son, not my daughter. JJ, get in bed and stay there, please. He just climbed over the railing of his bed and he has, like, access to the front of it. Vampires, I know! They're opening up the vampire, like, lord's place. I'm so stoked. That was one of the things I actually did experience in Skyrim. So cool. I'm so excited. And they're revamping vampires. Weird. They're revamping their skill lines and everything. Oh my goodness. Okay, was that it? Was that it? So now we can do story stuff after I get my writs done? Rad. Like, I'm not saying I'm not happy about having new stuff and being able to watch the stream, but... So there's other stuff on the VOD too, like the first half of the stream was actually, so a lot of the stuff that we just watched had to do with, sorry, they're talking about caffeine nights. Warrior player in the cutscene. Yeah. Dang. The first half of the stream was actually the most interesting to me. Uh-oh, it's showing all these notifications because I had to do screen cap. Sorry. People going live. I'm live, so no thank you. It's weird that my browser tells me when people are going live when I'm live. I'm like, what? What was I gonna say though? Yeah, the first half of the stream had a lot more interesting stuff to me personally, where I'm at in the game. Because the second half of the stream, a lot of what they talked about was the trial and the dungeons. But my favorite thing that they talked about was probably, aside from doing some revamping with vampire talents and passives, and also part of the new content will bring us to the vampire lord's lair, is what did they call it? What's it called? Where it's basically like archaeology, but in ESO. Basically. Like they called it Indiana Jones for ESO, like in ESO. And you're exploring and like uncovering artifacts and stuff, and like then you find cool things, furnishing, cosmetic. I think they said, pretty much every aspect of the game, like not every, but so that was something that seems really cool too. Antiques. Yeah. Hey Rodney. Hey Angie. A lot of people still don't realize those 3 characters are player stand-ins and not official NPCs. Oh, I missed something. Hey Matt. I'm not sure what you mean, Sega. You're probably going over my head as far as my knowledge of the game. But that's okay. I know, me too, Angie. We were just watching the stream together. I only caught like the second half of it while I was streaming, which is fine because I did want to do some story stuff. But yeah, I had it on so that people didn't feel like they had to choose what to watch. Oops, I just turned sound off. I meant to turn music back on. There we go. Look, here was part of it. Yes, I know. There's so much stuff, and some of it was over my head because, again, I'm still kind of a noob. There's a lot I haven't done. And there's a lot of names of things that I don't remember in most things I do, so some of that stuff goes over my head, but I'm excited about the vampire changes. Oh, I see, Sega, yeah. Yeah, and the ones who were fighting seemed different. Like Lyris. Like, they were fighting vampires, weren't they? In that cutscene? What it seemed like. But there's a lot of vampire stuff involved. I'm excited because I just finally decided to become one. And I'm not sure, like, I'm in love with what's already in the vampire tree, so I'm like, ooh, cool. Not sure how essential this conversation is for the stream. What do you mean? Oh, synced? Is that what you meant? Maybe I'm misunderstanding. No, it's all good. I'm not really that worried about spoilers either because we just talked about it. IRL? No. No, in the game. You use on price for it. You can pre-order it right now, Matt. So you can check. I haven't looked. Let me look. I gotta put my browser back where it was, because holy shit. Really confusing. I had to move it because it wouldn't see my other monitor. So I assume they have Bethesda Gear, Bethesda, Twitter. Just go Bethesda.net. I'm sure you can pre-purchase on their website too. That's how I play it. Okay, so Elder Scrolls Online, Greymoor. I just go. I'm trying to find the pre-order page real quick. I'll let you know too if I find it. I'm looking right now. Oops, I ended up in the just Bethesda. Okay, there we go. Okay, Greymoor. Harrow Storm DLC Dungeon Pack is coming this next quarter, I think they said. So March 55. But why are they different prices? Aren't they usually the same price? Steam and hold on, I gotta go tell my son that he needs to get in his bed or I'm gonna spank his little booty. You're back. Okay. He had pooped, so I sort of gave him a pass. Okay. So now I need to set up. So I never did find where the hell I pre-order. Here it is. You guys already found the prices though, right? Get in bed and stay there. Oh my god. Oops. Okay, catching up on chat. You guys said the price. You can fly. There are at least 3 different strains of vampirism in ESO lore, mostly in universe description of how vampirism has adjusted for each chapter of the game. And in Morrowind, the strain of vampirism actually has different effects based on the family of vampire that affected you. Gotcha. I would still say no. I am 2 years into the game. I help with what I've encountered already. Exactly, yeah. Same here, you know. I still call myself a noob. But to brand new players, I feel helpful. And it's like, I can't tell you how awesome that feels. I love feeling helpful to people that just came to the game. Some of you guys included in that. And then I have other people that come here that are much more veteran to the game. Or even just a little and still help me a lot. But I'm starting to feel like I can help, and it's a great feeling. I'm sure you can imagine, because being new to ESO, you kind of feel a little bit lost. Oh my goodness, I know I did. I was like, I'm so lost and confused. So it's really cool to be able to give back. What happened to stream? Matt, the stream is over. Their stream is over. I don't know if they were planning on streaming anything else from the event. But I'm gonna have it probably open. Just in case. I don't think they are. Oh, I already had it open still. But yeah, we watched what was left when I started. Sorcerer's a fun place to start. Did somebody ask about how to place to start? Oh, level 18 sorcerer. Nice. I thought about doing... I have a little baby sorcerer that I haven't really touched. I thought about trying that, Mass Gamer. Go boom. Yeah. JJ's being a little butt when it comes to nap. I feel like I'm caught up with chat. But yeah, I wish I could have live streamed the first part of it. But at the same time, I wouldn't have been able to do much story if it like started at my stream time and ended. You know, I would have not really had a chance to do anything. So it's bittersweet in that I get a chance to actually go and do some Ebonheart story stuff today. But the first half of the stream again was like, it was more of an intro, but like they elaborated on the stuff I'm most excited about. So be sure you check the VOD, Bethesda's Twitch channel. I assume there's a VOD there. But the like archaeology type thing, I forget exactly what it's called. Collector's edition, 130 bucks. Holy balls. Holy balls. I'm not that into it. I mean, if I was rich. But so how do I just downgrade this to... I don't think I'm gonna pre-order it just yet, but I do want it. I know I'm going to pre-order it. That's so weird. There we. No, I want games. There we go. Oh god, my chat was still behind. I know, Bite Templar. Yeah, the vampire thing. I'm most excited about that, and then the research thing where you're like exploring, and then obviously exploring for artifacts and such. I forget what they called it, but it's like wow, archaeology to me. Those are my two favorite announcements, and then like just anything vampire related sounds really cool. Being able to go because. Like I was saying earlier, that's one of the few things that I actually experienced in Skyrim. Skyrim is such a big game, and there was so much I didn't get to. But vampirism, and like meeting the vampire lord or whatever, was one of those things that I thought was really cool and interesting. There's some ESO streamers later showing stuff in the Bethesda channel. Yeah, I know. I was saying when that happened, I was streaming the stream. And talking about it and doing my writs, and I was saying, man, I'm so jealous. I wish I was a bigger streamer so I could do that shit. That'd be so great. Here's best guild leader in my opinion. Aw, Crosus, thank you. What did you do with the chicken yesterday? What? They just... What did you do with the chicken? Oh, you were here when I was talking about, I forgot I talked about that. I ended up putting barbecue sauce that I had from Buster's Barbecue down the road from me. It's a really good barbecue place. I had frozen some extra barbecue sauce from when my husband got food for my birthday this last year. And I had frozen that extra barbecue sauce because we had so much. And I just put that in the Instant Pot with it. And I learned something. When you're gonna put barbecue sauce in with raw chicken or any sauce, I knew this. I didn't think about it. You don't want to use it all because you're gonna end up with like liquefying it because of the chicken juice or whatever meat juice. Honestly, the chicken has a lot of juice in it, and that cooks out when you cook it, like a lot. So I messed it up. It was good. We put it on top of the rice, and the rice soaked up the juice, and it was good. And it was just kind of like a thing. It was good. Barbecue sauce, chicken and rice mushed together. But next time I will put like part of the barbecue sauce when I cook it, and then just put the barbecue sauce on top. It was a dumb mistake. It was novice. I felt stupid because I'm a better cook than that. But whatever. It was good. Just put it in the Instant Pot for like 10 minutes. You can use like fishing on dirt. That was a great way to describe the antique thing. Nice. We're on disc drive on PS3 playing Skyrim. Nice. I wonder if this will be the Volunteer clan again, but I can't imagine it will be the same as the modern Skyrim. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with that, so I can't do any comparisons there. My son's being an asshole. I'll be right back. Great. I'm going to have to try to catch up in chat again. I'm not saying stop. I'll be right back. I am back. Yeah, Dragon's Rage. I don't use barbecue sauce ever, so I just am not a big barbecue sauce person, mostly because there's a lot of sugar in it. But I had it, and I was like, you know what? This will feed the family. And I didn't think. But yeah, thank you. Thank you, Dragon's Rage. Did I just turn in all my writs on this too? I'm all thrown off. Yeah, so I think I'm ready to drop by the bank and then go do some story stuff. That would be so awesome. Save up for the new expansion to get ESO Plus. Yeah, yeah. It's cool they included a month of ESO Plus. Oh wait, is that only with the collector's edition? I feel like it might be. I would love to get the collector's edition, but I'm just not that rich. Anonymous has sniped Sega. Thank you so much for gifting us sub to Segatron the Dreamcaster Anonymous Gifter. You're too kind. Thank you. Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, it's not worth it to me. It's $130. I just don't have that kind of money to drop on a game. I still need to get an Elgato, you guys, because my stream quality is not... I don't know what's going on, if I have hardware going out, or if things are just... if things are just not... Ooh. If things are just evolving beyond what my computer can handle, or what the deal is. But my stream quality has been bad. Right now I have to stream at 720, and even then I lag sometimes. So my next goal is to get an Elgato, so that I can dual PC stream with my laptop, and eventually with another desktop. We're going pro, fam. So that's my next goal. And then, you know, so I've got places. I asked places to put money. So $130 on a collector's edition just doesn't. And then I wanted to switch and to stream stuff. I don't know. There's just so much shit. So yeah, we're gonna get the regular edition, but then pay for ESO Plus. Figure that one out. My ISP is Comcast. Okay, we're back off to East March. And we have a journey to make. We got sent over to Fort Amol yesterday. We're gonna head over there. You know what's funny? I thought I had all the way shrines unlocked. But that's my Templar. But I swear when we were first sent to East March, that I was...
Should have been back by now.
I remember seeing all these things that were unlocked. What are they talking about? But I guess they're not, so that's weird. Okay, well, that's whatever. Did I miss doing anything before I left? No, I did Ritz and I did my, my stable training. There are not many other choices on the West Coast. Comcast is probably the best. There are other choices, but they're not good. Yeah, exactly. Comcast is the best. You look at the different comparison charts and stuff, and it's like the only way I can go. Oh, I thought I heard a notification thing. I want this sky shard on the way. Checking on JJ. No. I do not stream wireless. Unless I'm on a trip. Like when I went to Virginia. What's going on though lately is hardware. I'm confident. I'm not 100% sure. I'm fairly confident that it's a hardware stress. I don't know. I could be, because like, I don't know. Because one of the things that keeps happening, like if I stream via video, via well, I have wirelessly streamed from hotel Wi-Fi before, and people said, I mean, it's not that bad considering. It's pretty good. So anyway, but it's iffy, you know, and it's just so unpredictable. I'll be right back. Yeah, so I'm a firm believer that even with the best hardware, you should be using Ethernet. Hardware can't necessarily make up for hardware, yeah, can't necessarily make up for your bad Wi-Fi, you know. So, it's just a better idea for stability's sake. And then, but yeah, I switch over to NVEC and what's it called, where it's using hardware. Like I tell OBS to use hardware to stream, and it's like I drop massive frames. But then if I switch and rely more on internet, and software rather, then I get that like intermittent freezing where just the video freezes, but not the audio. Like Gendork pointed out. So my, you know, I can't control that so much. But I can control what hardware I have. And so I think it's just the time has come to, and I've been saying I'm going to do it, but it's just been something on the back burner. The time has come to get an Elgato and dual stream, or a dual PC stream. That's the only, you know, the best option I can think of. No, yeah, like I'll do it if I'm on vacation or something. But like, if I'm streaming, there's, yeah, you can't do much of anything important. For the free data on our cell phones, you get free unlimited. I think AT&T is probably a good competitor of Comcast Internet around here, and we were talking about switching because it would save us money. So we just need to. I actually totally forgot about that. We were planning to go to an AT&T and talk to him about it, and just see what all it would, the details to make sure that we would actually be saving money and what we would get. So, okay, I need to change my title. I meant to do it a while ago. Okay, we want Ebonheart. Saving money is the only benefit, but not a bad one to trade. Save money, but get a little slower. Really? They say that they're the same, but I don't know. Well, they force you to get TV, but it still saves you money. So it's like, the money, I don't think the TV, I don't know, it just doesn't cost you anything. I know, I wish they would knock something off the bill. Even like $20. Or if you don't want TV. Because I'm the same way. I don't need TV. I just want my streaming services. Okay, so we did a bunch of stuff for them over here in Kynesgrove and Voljar, didn't we? And then we got sent over to check on Thane Oda and the forces here that are repelling against the Dominion.
Greetings, stranger. It looks like you have something for me.
I have a dispatch from Fort Morvenskar.
Then by all means, let me have it. Excellent. The fort is back under our control, thanks to you. You've made quite a name for yourself amongst our soldiers, friend. Lieutenant Koruni in particular seems suitably impressed with your efforts.
I'm kind of awesome. Was that really all I had to do? Like, I assume while I'm here I get another quest? That was crappy. Some of the questing, like, links are weird. If I act like I'm leaving. Go get this way shrine. I'm in this sky shard. I saw way shrine too, that's why I said that. Another crate from Bethesda? I was watching the whole stream and I don't have shit. Usually drops come like the next day. That's so weird, Crosus. That's awesome, but it's weird. But maybe their stream is an exception. They didn't put crates for just ESO streamers, did they? Drops are enabled for my stream, you guys. Oh my god. I'm so excited. Okay, we gotta look at the drop schedule. Holy shit, I wondered that earlier and I never checked. Drops are enabled for my stream right now. Yay! It gets me way too excited. I'm so weird. Why? Oh, I hid chat manually, that's why. So I want to look at the schedule. Leaving their stream open just in case. ESO drop schedule. Get the sky shard. Oops. Didn't I like bookmark it? Because every time I Google it, it's like hard to find. Games. ESO. The trip schedule. This is a specific day. Here we go. This is what I want. No, it's not here. Erga. Here we go. Maybe. Which drop schedule? Nexus, they actually say that typically your drops will come the next day. So don't think that you didn't necessarily get a drop. Although you may get an email. See, it doesn't even say on the schedule. Oh, today. Just today. Shit. He's streaming WoW tonight. Makes me sad. Crap. Oh well. Stream as long as I can today. Evening, young lady. How are you? Besides the hardware woes. Oh, I'm not really having hardware woes. Not today. Thank you though. I was just talking about like how I'm gonna fix it so that my stream can be better quality soon. Oh, there it is. But yeah, I'm doing really well, Chubby. Thank you.
King declared us allies, but still, you
Yay,
turned us
Nexus.
away.
Don't put words in my mouth, Dark Elf. I said you could enter Fort Armel, but the inn is full, so you can't stay. Official business of the kingdom takes precedence after all.
This is ridiculous, and we've come such a long way. We'll find somewhere else to rest. Somewhere not filled with such hate.
Yes.
Dallas Multipass.
Oh my goodness, Anonymous. Thank you so much for gifting us up to Nexus. You are so kind. Thank you. And Hadokins, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yay. Just keep in mind, guys, too, if you've been thinking about subbing or anything, what's it called? Hype trains are enabled and you only need 3 things in a row. For it to trigger a hype train, and hype trains, once you fill up more bars, will give you special emotes. So the other thing I was gonna say was yes, so you're definitely getting drops from Twitch, because you wouldn't just randomly get crates from anything other than Twitch drops, as far as I know. I'm trying to remember which email is connected. No, I know which email is connected, because I'm streaming from it. Yeah, I haven't gotten any emails yet. I had a derp moment. I was thinking Bethesda email, so actually, Cross, you helped me out by saying that. You reminded me. But, duh, it's Twitch email if you're getting drops from Twitch.
Listen, if you're part of this group, I already explained this a dozen times. Feel free to enter Fort Armel, but the inn is full. There's no more room. And the Jarl's Keep is off limits too, of course.
Why are there so many people in Fort Amol?
King Yoren and the Ebonheart Pact leaders are meeting here. Between the Nords, the Argonians, and the Dark Elf contingent, they filled up the inn. They even had to set up tents on the far side of town.
They must be meeting about something important.
That's not for me to say. I don't even want to guess. Commander Ian might have an idea, but you'd have to get it out of him. Whatever the king's business is, though, it must be urgent to call the various leaders of the pack together so suddenly.
Thanks for the info. Haven't played in a year at least. I watch streams sometimes. Gotten multiple emails. Even now, I got 2 emails of drops. I wonder if they are forever. You should just log into the game and like accept them. I don't know if they expire. I mean, you don't have to like play. You could just log in and accept the notification. I doubt they expire. It would just be... No, because it just drops it in your... Oh, I have one. I have 2. But I don't have any emails. I have 4 Frost Astronaut crates. Oh! Those are the ones that you get during New Life when you gifted tickets. Yay! Oh my god, you guys. If you gifted somebody 5 tickets, you got 4 astronaut crates. Frost astronaut crates. And then I got an Ouroboros from the Twitch shops. From either streaming it or watching Bethesda's stream. Okay, you guys ready for this? Ouroboros, I think, always come from watching streams. Here, let's open that first. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, it defaulted to this one. I was gonna open the other one first. Round lesson, writing stamina. That's fun. They say you get Fat Pet just by killing one mob. Yes, I believe so. I don't know when. I didn't hear if they said that's when the expansion comes out or not, though.
These gems can be traded for special rewards in this store.
Round lesson, writing speed.
Why not?
Facial hair, horns. Is that eyebrows? Let's set it active and see what's different
These
about
precious
our bobs.
gems can be traded for valuable
Okay.
rewards.
Come on, we're pulling for a mount. Facial hair. Is that seriously eyelashes? God.
Your rewards are ready.
Gross, poisons. Experience scroll.
Haha. Once more, my good friend.
Ooh, a costume. Gentle farmer. Their eyelashes? Oh my god, that's exciting. I'm actually happy about that. Go away, poisons. Nobody likes you. Instant all research. Nobody likes you.
Not bad at all.
Rigid impact body
Shall we
marking.
try again?
Ooh, that's cool. Costumes are good. Yeah. Saw them a few hours ago. How many do I have left? I think 1. Browsing through stuff. Nice.
Marvelous reward.
That's exciting.
Choose
Come
a
on.
reward.
You gonna be a mount? You gonna be a mount?
Pakruti is envious.
Oh, frosty features again? Lame.
This could
Frosty
be
features
useful.
again? Lame.
Ooh, gems. Congratulations.
I mean, gems are great though.
Will you try again? This could be your lucky day.
No mount.
Select the
Sad.
crate and try your luck.
Alright, Ouroboros. It's probably gonna be lame.
Joe, a bonus reward.
I got a bonus. Yo, Turbo Man, how are
These
you?
precious gems can be traded for
Lame.
valuable rewards.
Experience scrolls are good. Mount is extremely rare, but maybe someday. Yeah.
Sadly,
Lame.
you have no more crates. but you can
Right, any of the
always purchase more.
8.3
This
world
one
quests?
recommends that you purchase a crate from the store.
I really like the silly
luck
puzzle
follow you.
ones that they've added. Turbo Man. The silly puzzle quests. Okay, we're gonna check out. Can you see them with my frost skin? Not really. Hold on. Let's look at the new costume. Oh wait, first we're gonna go back in. We're gonna extract a bunch of gems because I forgot to do that.
Pakruti will help you open a crate which contains special rewards. Some of these are
I kind
so
of.
spectacular.
Oh,
Just
I actually
thinking of
don't
them
want
makes Pakruti's
the instant
worth
all
and
research.
on
Is
it.
that bad?
There are no
I don't
crates
know.
remaining.
I can never
Purchase more
decide.
if you wish to try your
Definitely
luck
don't want the poisons. Go away, poisons. You're dumb. I would rather get the gems. I'll keep the scrolls. And the writing speed and stamina only give... Kent, Anonymous is sniping the hell out of the stream. Anonymous, we're getting some good Anonymous subs. Thank you so much. Thank you for gifting a sub to Kent Stand It. I so appreciate that. Thank you. Later when the research takes a month, you might want those scrolls. I know, I'm thinking about keeping it. But it's 13 gems. But it actually only gives you 1 day, though. Right? So I'd almost rather wait. I'm gonna hold on to it for now, because you don't have to do it. You don't have to be in a hurry.
Until next time.
I know, right, Kent? How sweet. We're gonna use these because they're only worth 1 gem. We're gonna use them on my main, because it's my main. I cannot use that now? What the fuck? Sick. 1 free day worth of research. Actually 2, technically. So no amount, but we got some cool things. Didn't know that I can turn those into gems. Yes, so anything you get from there that you don't want from the crates, you go in this window, you hit F.
Good friendship is like peeing
Then you
in public.
pick the one you want and you hit R. Yeah. So then I have 84.
Goodbye, my
Shush, dude. You're so loud and annoying. Okay. Then you go to the crown store and like just look for things that cost gems. So crown crates. You can buy mounts and stuff. I'm saving up, and then once I get saved up, I'll see about a cat or a wolf mount or something, because I don't have anything like that. My 250 crowns, not even sure what is worth buying. I'm sort of saving up for like a house. Well, right now I'm saving up for the assistants. And then I'm going to save up for probably a house, or if I see like a cosmetic item that I don't want to live without. But the assistance, it's not an utility, you would think. What is it? Upgrade. I think it's an upgrade, which is weird. Assistance. 5K for a portable banker and 5K for a portable merchant. And you can get, what is this, doesn't say what her race is, but is she a Nord of some kind? Is she a... Can't remember. And then this one's dark elf. Maybe they're both dark elves. I can't tell. And then you get cats. You can get a cat one. You might be able to change the race of this one, actually. I think dude is so useful. Yeah, I'm saving up for probably the bank first, and then a merchant. A nice outfit while Googling for a red guard sword. But the damn dress isn't in the shop anymore. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, see, I would like to have some cool costumes as well. So it's a tough choice. There's a lot of really cool stuff. But it's all cosmetic. So... Man, doggos and shit. Some cool shit there. Okay, so I never did look at my collections and appearance. And I wanted to look at facial hair. That's on. So if I go to skin, take this off, look at my vampness, and then let's try this body marking. Pretty cool. It's kind of hard to notice with my vampirism. Look at me though. Ew. I'm horrific. The body markings are cool, but I don't know. I just don't know. My vamp face is a little too much for me these days. It's cool, don't get me wrong. It's just been... Yeah. Oh, right. This one's new. The farmer. Should I run around as the farmer vampire? Banker so much more about it first. Yes. I was thinking about doing banker first. Yeah. Thank you for giving me that opinion. I appreciate opinions of people who have experienced using them. Emo vamp farmer RP time. Breaks my immersion that the character never has to go to the bathroom. _ Okay, so none of the costumes or anything that I like feel like I have to use right now. I'm still gonna enjoy my Crystal Frost. Or the skin, sorry. It isn't something I feel like I need. Okay, what's up, Commander Yarn?
Where's that lazy skeever? I'm going to kill you. What do you want? Someone steal your gold pouch or something?
I'm wondering what's going on in town.
What's it matter to you? Have business with the king, do you? Stand in line with the rest of the peasants. Seems like every alley rat decided to show up and whine about something when they heard the king was coming. But he's not here for that.
Then what's he here for?
King shows up with his honor guard and all the pact officials, clearly up to something important. And you just expect me to tell you what that is? Did you always get milk when you whined for it as a baby? Be off! I need to find one of my guards.
I'm letting my sister's Discord know because all my siblings are in there about the drops. Actually gonna put that in the announcements in our channel too. Drops are active today only. And now. Make sure if you mute, you right click the tab and mute site. Don't just turn volume all the way down. There, I've notified. A gold pouch. What would be a good class? That could be with a vampire. Anything Magicka Wolfstein. A good race I've heard is Dark Elf because we automatically our racial passive is that we regen health and whatever it is that vampirism drains. I can show you in a second. That's a good race, is Dark Elf. I don't know if there's anything else that counters it, any other races. Good class, though I've heard anything Magicka based, because we get a Magicka boost, right? Or something? Magicka regen? I can show you the vamp info in a sec if you want. Drops. Drops, you get a chance at a crown crate when you watch an ESO stream while Bethesda has drops active. Dark Elf also have fire resist. Yeah, it's fire resist. That's what it was. I actually don't know about the health regen now. I'd have to double check. I think it was the fire resist though. We get, because the vamp, you get a fire debuff. Like you're more susceptible to fire. Honor guard and hell is fine. PvP offer, need to find my own guards. Are you missing a guard?
You're going to stick your nose into this no matter what I say, aren't you? Fine. Thod decided to have a drink with the prince's entourage last night. Haven't seen him since. Probably passed out somewhere. But I can't be too careful right now.
Shadow just sneezed just so loud it scared the shit out of me. Go on. How important has been maxing an ESO? Do I have to use a certain race to play a magic-based character? No, Kent. It depends on how hardcore you want to get in endgame. If you're going to be doing like hard mode trials shit at the end, then yeah, then maxing is a good idea. But the beauty of this game is you can get through most of its content by just fucking doing what you want with your character. So, and obviously you'll have an easier time doing certain things, you know, rather than others, but play around with it. That's what I love about it the most, actually. If I find Thod for you, in fact, I don't really use guides for that reason, because of the opportunity that they give you to play around with whatever. Also, I do have a RDK. Why do I always forget what WW stands for? Some they just scare me? Yeah, I feel you. Casual playstyle is fine for most content. Exactly, Bite, yeah. And you can always change it later. Just cost some gold. If you decide you want to get more hardcore into the endgame trial stuff. Yeah. Or if you struggle. My first dungeon though, good stuff. Yeah, dungeons are even really doable if you don't know what you're doing with your spec. Like obviously, like you can get easier. A werewolf, duh. Yeah, I'm gonna make my Dragon Knight a werewolf too. Once I make one. Oh, I'm sure you were, Kent. I'll find Thod for you. Will you tell me what the king is meeting about?
I just want this all to be over. We're not used to dealing with so many different groups all in one place. All right. Find Thod, and I might let some information slip. We'll leave it at that.
Okay. It's a fair trade, considering he's down the road.
The hatching pools recover due to your efforts. You are truly a friend to the Hist.
I love that. Second main. That's a true altar right there. My second main. I have 2 mains. My Necro's my number 1 main. My Templar is my number 2 main. Both Magicka. Necro's DPS. Templar's healer. PvP is a different story. Then you need to take into account little things you want to succeed. Exactly, Bite. PvP is a totally different story. Address the serum.
The tales of Nords and their mead drinking are legendary, but Yegi here? He's absolutely epic. He's been drinking for 2 days straight now. 2 days.
That's epic? Man, I'd do well here. I heard one of the Fort Amal guards was drinking here last night. Guard thought.
You must mean that drunken idiot who tried to keep up with Yegi. He wasn't even in the same league. Whatever he was drinking was pretty foul, though. It smelled more like wet Kaguti than sweet mead. I think it might have been Argonian.
This lady's funny. Apollo, yeah, we watched it on stream 2 of the times that they aired it. We watched it together. Do you know where he went?
He wandered toward the river, carrying a few bottles of that vile Argonian beverage. He's probably still down there. I'd wager he's either passed out or nursing a bad headache right about now.
I need to make sure I text. Okay, I reminded Ed to bring some meatballs that he bought for a work thing that they had left over. I was reminding him to bring them home because we have like hardly anything to work with for dinner. Elves are quite racist in this game. It's amusing though, right? Pretty much any elf is racist. And then like the Khajiit and the Argonians are like, we just want to all be buds and live in harmony. I know that voice. Wait, what? An empty bottle that once contained a foul-smelling liquid. This must be what Thod was drinking. Following the trail of bottles might lead to the missing guard. Look, guys, if I ever go missing... Good time to be a part of the Vamp family, right? Apollo, I know! That was one of my top 2 things in the announcement, was the Vamp changes. And I hardly even know what I'm doing in Vamp right now, but I don't feel like it made a whole lot of difference for me. So I'm really curious to see what they're gonna do. Yes, you can, dragons. It's random, and the crates often come the next day, but Croesus has gotten a couple, which I thought there was a limit of 1 per day. The rules might be different right now, because he got 2, and I've gotten 1 already from watching the Bethesda stream. But yeah, if you just have it open, if you're gonna lurk, make sure you don't mute within the Twitch, like with the Twitch volume bar. Just mute the site by right-clicking your browser. If you're gonna lurk, like, and not listen, rather, and you just want the crates, like, I get it. The new ultimate for Vampire is you become Vampire Lord. What they said on stream. Yeah, oh, did they end up saying what the ultimate was? They didn't when I was watching. They announced that there was gonna be a new ultimate. They didn't say it, and I missed part of it because I was working on getting ready for stream, getting my kids down for nap. There he is. How do you know if you get when they send you an email? Your Twitch email. Whatever your... Yeah. But again, like in the past, the protocol has been you usually get them the next day. But again, like some of them are just popping up for people today.
Oh yes, Narayu. Whatever you say, Narayu.
Hard thawed? Wake up.
I don't want to. Want to sleep. Perfectly good dream. Oh, Narayu. I love you, Narayu.
Remove the sleeping guard's uniform. Oh my god, that's perfect. Why was I able to do that? I'm just for proof.
Oh yes, Narayu. Whatever you say, Narayu.
I love the humor there because he's talking about like how much he like loves this lady or whatever, and he's naked in his underwear. I guess it's for proof that I found him because I want information, but I'd like to think I'm just being a troll. If you listen to multiple streams at once, for instance, this great streamer Terry and less popular channel like Bethesda, if you mute Bethesda via tab, it will also mute Terry. That's correct, yeah. So what you can do is you can turn that stream down to like 1 notch, and usually the other stream will just wash it out and you won't hear it. But I don't think you don't really get, like, you don't get double rewards. Like, 1 stream is enough, as far as I understand, about how it works. The drops. Harry's an assassin, though. Apparently he's in love with her. Oh, this lady. Hi.
Oh, if you're still looking for Thod, I wouldn't worry about it. He and the commander headed for the barracks. Thod's getting an earful, I'm sure. I apologize if we wasted your time.
But I just left Thought he was sleeping by the river.
I'm sure it was one of the other guards. There are a lot of us, and we're known to relax with a bottle of mead or 2 when we're off duty. And never to excess. So really, I wouldn't worry about it.
I know who I found.
Listen, I saw them both just a moment ago, and unlike the commander, I slept last night. Now, it's not that I don't believe you found a drunk Nord by the river. It wouldn't be the first time. It's just that it can't be thawed. I can prove it.
Are they streaming again? Are they streaming the other stuff to a different channel, Sega? Free stuff is free stuff, and I love it when it's free. I know, right? Okay, that it can't be thawed. I can prove it. What do you mean?
Both the commander and Thod headed towards the barracks on the west side of town. If you hurry, you should be able to catch up with them. Then you can go get a drink and relax. Seems like you could use it.
I'm watching an ESO family member in Vegas. An ESO family member? Oh.
I don't understand Nord burial traditions, but why in the world would he do such a thing? The dead should be left in peace.
Oh, one of the streamers is there. Vega, right? Member system will be reversed. Now you can't feed to have buffs. A new system, you gotta feed to keep the buffs. More realistic. It is, Bite, I agree. So, the other thing... Oh, Ninja, yeah. Yeah, they announced that Ninja and another streamer that I can't remember the name of had booths and they were streaming there. And I was saying I was jealous. I thought you were here for that. The other thing, guys, my sister was just talking about this on my stream the other day. They're changing the animation. That's also, like, that's amazing. They're changing the animation to make more sense, be more vampiric. You're not just gonna fucking channel a stream of blood from their body. You're actually gonna fucking, like, bite them. Ravage them. It's like, oh my god.
I told you that we need to be patient.
Outcast, yeah.
You're always
right.
in such a hurry. It's starting to get on my nerves.
You're enjoying that body too much, I think. Why, I have a mind to...
Oh, that's okay, Sega. No, that's okay. I get it. Sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel bad.
Can I help you with something? The Fort Amol guard barracks are off limits, so I hope you don't plan on trying to get inside.
I need to talk to Commander Yarn about one of his guards.
The commander is occupied by other matters at the moment. As one of the officials helping coordinate efforts at Fort Amol, perhaps I could be of service?
Who are you?
I am a noble and an advisor to the Jarl of Fort Amol. I have been charged with making sure that all of our esteemed guests are well cared for. I assume you are part of King Yoren's guard if you seek to speak with Commander Iarn?
No, I'm trying to find Thod. He was with the commander.
Ah, yes. Thod. Of course. He was just here, as a matter of fact. You just missed him. You weren't the one looking for him earlier by chance. Iarn mentioned someone looking into guard business. Not many folks care about Thod.
Commander and I had an arrangement.
Well, how about I help you instead? Iarn has been on edge of late. Perhaps the king's presence makes him nervous. Or it's all these foreigners. Who knows? But he has been acting strange. I'd keep an eye on him if I were you.
Foreheads on foreheads. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Need to get ready to go home. Catch you later. Okay, Croesus, later. Have a safe trip home, my friend. Why are you telling me this?
You seem eager to help, so I'm giving you something to do. If I toss around false accusations or involve the king's guards, it might seem like Fort Amol can't deal with its own problems. Trail the commander. Determine if my fears are justified. Hide behind the rocks nearby and wait for Iarn. You wouldn't want him to know you were following him now, would you?
Not really. I was supposed to follow the commander. Or no, follow Commander Yarn. Yeah, okay, so I'm supposed to be waiting for him. Coming out of there? Is he already walking around? So confused. There we go. But I don't... Oh. Supposed to be behind these rocks. Gotcha. I knew that. I don't know why I assumed that building.
I should sleep like a log tonight.
Oh, he's booking it. Look at my vampirism at work. I'm fast in crouch mode. I know, Bite! I haven't really utilized that yet till now. Rest might have updated it, said you failed it. No, it said he came out.
We have to be smart about all this.
I think I did fail though.
Don't insult my intelligence. I know we only get one chance at this. Besides, word from the inside is that things are going well.
Thank you, W. Bever. Okay, I didn't quite fail, but I was
took
close.
care of things on my end.
I think.
I stuffed all of the duplicates in Marla's house. As long as no one goes snooping around in there.
Search Marla's house. Yeah, he like... I don't know if he, if I could have done anything to make him not suspect me following him. But he could have caught me. But I apparently wasn't close enough, so that's good. Like, I can just sneak around everywhere. And it doesn't even affect my speed. Oh, guy. Oh, Yarn's passed out right here? Is he being, like... Is this the skin sealers? No. We just What? Bottles that contain Dylan's potion. I'd recommend getting them out of town now that the elixir has been circulated. The quality of the alchemical loot you can find in a Daedric ruin is just amazing. Illusion magic and... Okay, it's illusion magic and poison, both in the same trove. We've been telling everyone that it's an ancient Argonian custom, using an ancient Argonian wine. Even the Argonians, who I admit were initially suspicious, eventually took part. Everyone wants a reason to drink, right? By the 8, one of the Nords drank 8 bottles of it before stumbling off toward the river, probably drowned himself. The elixirs are working. Yeah, I know, right, Bite? It's great. People will be confused if they start seeing double, though. They need to get rid of any evidence. You know what I mean. I'm dealing with things at the barracks. It's amazing where you can go when you look like the commander. Then I'll meet Marla to discuss any final details. Dylan's done his part. Now it's our turn for field gore. Here we go again, guys. Oh. Marla. Marla's apparently in on it too. Oh, Marla. It wasn't actually Marla. Well, Marla is about to get rolled.
You're too late. You'll never...
Oh, I didn't let her finish her sentence. What a shame. How was the up-and-coming content update? Was it good or blah? It was good. I'm excited. I'm excited, Pog. We watched part of it on stream. Vampirism and the new like artifact hunting type of whatever mechanic or system is what I'm most excited about. But there's a new dungeon and a new raid or trial. I've actually lost track of what's coming with the patch. I think there's a dungeon patch like in March, and then I had the page open where it showed what they'd announced so far. Where is that? Yeah, so Harrowstorm DLC dungeon pack and then Greymoor chapter. I'm really excited for Greymoor. What do you think the last two will be? I don't know. DLC dungeon pack and DLC story zone. I don't know. I don't know enough about the lore to guess. I would have never guessed the new vampire stuff. I'm so excited for that. Lady, something fishy's going on.
I'm afraid you just missed Commander Eon. Again. He was in a hurry. He always seems to run when everyone else around here just saunters.
Yarn is dead. The man you saw is an imposter.
Have you been drinking with Thane Yegi and the soldiers?
No, Yarn's body is in Marla's house, along with Marla and, well, Marla and some others.
What? All of this in Marla's house? You have to understand how strange this sounds. You're telling me that the commander I was just speaking to is actually dead? And there are others? Including 2 dead Marlas?
Feldgore spies have infiltrated Fort Amol.
After that story, I think I might be the one who needs a drink. Well, thanks for the information. I'll make sure to look into these accusations as soon as I can. But you're not going to give up on this, are you?
Yes, they did, Apollo. I don't know much about that myself.
Listen, let's say I believe you. Let's say there are Stormfist agents impersonating people in Fort Armor. Even if all of this is true, we can't start a panic. The leaders of the Pact are here, for kind's sake.
Yeah, I know, right, Bite? You just want to let people die?
No, I didn't say that. I just don't want you running around crying murder, especially with the Pact delegations here. Think of how fragile our alliance already is. You should speak to Lord Velop. Tell him what you told me.
What will talking to Lord Verlop accomplish?
He's the Jarl's advisor. He has his hand in everything that happens around here. Tell him what you told me. Leave nothing out. Velop's smart. If what you say is true, and by Kain I hope it isn't, he'll know what to do, without causing a panic.
Where can I find Lord Velop?
You'll probably find Lord Velop in the inn. Like most Nords, he enjoys his mead. And I understand that nobles can get particularly thirsty when the king is in town.
You don't believe me, do you?
You have to look at this from my point of view. A stranger walks into town and makes outlandish claims about spies and imposters and murders. How do I know that you're not one of these Stormfist traitors trying to cause trouble?
Check Marla's house. That will confirm my story.
You certainly are insistent. I'll grant you that much. Look, I'll check the house as soon as I can. In the meantime, go talk to Lord Verloc. Show's bones if there really are spies in Fort Armel. His lordship will know what to do.
Excuse me. Playing with my male Nord Templar out. Nice! I like my Templar a lot more than I did when I first came back to the game. I was really confused, and then I played it through the Norswell? What? Elsewhere storyline? I think I was thinking of the word Nord. The Elsewhere storyline, and I got used to it again, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make this my healer. I might need to tweak its skills, though. Darkwing! Bye! Thank you for stopping by. I was gonna comment on what you said, too. ESO is actually one of the less colorful games I play. So it's funny you say that. I don't know if you were being sarcastic. Okay. Lord Verloc.
So, was the hunt successful? Did you find out what nefariousness our good Commander Eon is up to?
Treasure and murder, for a start.
What? No, I never imagined. I think you better tell me what happened, friend. And start at the beginning.
Stormfist spies. They've replaced Yarn and killed people, including Dark Elves.
Lower your voice. This can't be. How could Fildgor's soldiers get into the fort without being noticed? Did you tell anyone else about this?
Okay, Darkwing. I was curious. I wouldn't have, like, judged you for disagreeing, but I was curious. I try not to judge. Only guard Loner. I can't remember how they said her name. She's going to look into it.
I'll need to have a word with Loanor. The
Loanor.
implications for the Pact are horrifying. Dark elves and Nords have died. Finger-pointing will escalate into violence as soon as word gets out. Especially with Prince Ernskar's temper.
How can I help?
Go to the Nord camp and speak with Thane Harvald. He's honorable and intelligent. I'm sure he'll want to keep this quiet. He also possesses common sense. If anyone knows how we should approach this problem, it's Thane Harvald.
Okay. I shall go. Definitely Darkwing, but it does make it more on the realistic side. When you compare it with other, like, MMOs. This one is the least cartoony and overly bright one that I've played, and it feels a little more realistic. The more I played Templar, the more I like it, but I enjoy playing Necro more. That's exactly where I'm at Anjitaki. Exactly my feelings on it.
The Nord don't need the help of the weakling Argonians and the cowardly Dark Elves. We can win this war on our own.
Your Uncle Fildgor has allied himself with the Stormfist clan and the Orcs, my prince. We need all the help we can get. You need to apologize to the delegates and get them back to the table before this rift grows any wider.
The pact shatter and fall for all I care. We need no one but ourselves. You grow old and weak, Harvold, like my father. This conversation is over.
Wow, F that guy. Hey.
The prince in his hot temper. He decided to hold his own meeting while the king and the pact ambassadors meet at the keep. He managed to insult both the Dark Elves and the Argonians with his posturing and boastfulness.
Lord Volap sent me to discuss an urgent matter with you. Discreetly.
Talk freely. Thane Oda is as trustworthy as I. But understand that I have enough trouble as it is, and I don't need any more bad news. I have my hands full trying to figure out how to calm the prince and get the pact delegates back to the meeting.
Fildgor's spies have infiltrated Fort Emil and killed a handful of Nords and Dark Elves.
And that's not what I wanted to hear. The prince will have to be told about this, of course. And the Argonian and Dark Elf delegates. They need to be able to protect themselves.
Lord Burlap doesn't want the prince to know.
I can't keep secrets from my prince, no matter how hot-headed he may be. I'll make him understand the seriousness of the situation. But I doubt the Argonians and Dark Elves will listen. They were very angry when they marched back to their camps.
Maybe I can help.
Perhaps, if you say that King Yoren sent you. They might not forgive the prince and return immediately, but they might listen to you. They need to know that we value the pact and their companionship. Do whatever it takes to make them happy.
Hi, Spores, how are you? Sorry, I was gonna do something. I was gonna respond to Spores. How are you doing, bud? What are you up to? What did the prince do to anger Argonians and Dark Elves?
What does he always do? He opened his mouth and let words fall out. He said many terrible things and drove them away. And all his father asked him to do was coordinate troop movements and battle plans while the Council of War was in session.
Okay. Oh, it's 5:08. Holy crap, time flies. Stinks. Guess I better tell my daughter that she's allowed to get up now before she works it up and is like, why hasn't mommy told me I can get up yet? And comes out. Snowed here today, so cold. We didn't get snow. They predicted we would, but we didn't. I hope Ed got my text. Otherwise, we don't really have a whole lot of options for dinner. But that's alright. I'll figure it out. It doesn't say red on my text thing. Or in just a minute. Talk to one more person.
Why hold a summit in such a frigid place? You want our respect? Come to Mournhold and dine like real nobles. Don't send us on a damn camping trip.
Katie, it's okay to get up if you want to. King Yoren wants you to return to the prince's meeting.
I have no issues with King Yoren, but his son is an imbecile. He believes that the Nords are superior to all, and he had the audacity to insult Our Lady Amalexia. Let's see how well the Nords do against the Stormfists without our help.
The mountains around us get it, and we get a cold rain. But it landed overnight and actually stuck. Katie? Quiet still, JJ? Hi. He spent most of nap time. He went to sleep just a little bit ago, so we need to...
Please wake up now. I wasn't tired enough to go.
So good to have some quiet time, but... That was cute. Is it hard to talk when I squish your face? Oh, they can't see. There must be something I can do to convince you.
Let me think. No, nothing comes to mind. The Dunmer are finished helping those who show no respect or gratitude. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm trying to stay warm. Feel free to talk to my servant Nariu if you need something more.
Oh, thanks for the lurk, Matt. And Anji Taki. Darkwing and Chubby Online Gaming both say hello, Katie. Well, they both said hey.
Can you say hi?
You can.
That's all I really want to say.
Why did you scare Shadow out of his bed?
Why Why hold a summit in such a frigid place?
Hi.
You want our respect?
Not
Come
so
to
loud. You
Mournhold
don't
and
have to say
dine
it
like
so loud.
real nobles. Don't send us on a damn... Why hold a summit in such a frigid place? You want our respect? Come to Mournhold and dine like real nobles. Don't send us on a damn...
I said hi.
You don't have to be right upside. Right there is perfect, okay?
Hi.
Ern wants you to return to the prince.
I have no issues with King Yoren, but his son is an imbecile.
Thank you.
He believes that the Nords are superior to all. And he had the audacity to insult Our Lady Amalexia. Let's see how well the Nords do against the Stormfists without our help.
You notice that his clothes come off? Oh.
The future of streaming right there, I know. Kisses from Daniel Tiger, thank you.
I think I figured out why cats like us so much. It's because we are so beautiful and we smell good.
King Yoren needs you to return to Prince Irnskar's meeting.
Excuse me, but who are you? And why is King Yoren requesting any help from us? The prince made it very clear that he thinks very little of my eggkin and I. Why we even bothered coming here is beyond me.
Must be some way I can convince you to return to the prince. I think they're doing a purge in caffeine nights or something. 3 people just left. Anyway, continue.
The prince cares nothing for us. He refused to send any help to my kin in Darkwater Crossing. The trolls wander the town now, and only the Hiss knows what happened to my people. I offer the same thing to you as the prince offered to me. Nothing.
This is for King Yoren, not Prince Irnskar.
King Yoren is a good man, strong and wise. I hear he hates cats. He gave shelter to my people when they fled from the Stormfists and their orc allies. But that doesn't change the current situation. And Prince Irnskar is still a Gwarlicker.
Oh. I'll help your people if you agree to return to Prince Irnskar's meeting.
It's too late to help Darkwater, but not to reclaim our honor. A deal then. If you remove the head of the large troll we call Death in Winter and bring it to me, I will consider returning to Irnskar's meeting for the king.
I'm not getting credit for talking to the Dark Elf camp.
Tan will get that monster Sadal at bay. Thank you.
So, please.
Yeah. Keep in mind the dip I have right there is a little bit spicy, but you might like it. Try just a little bit if you want. Just a tiny bit of it. It's not that spicy, but that's just me. It's a little bit spicy. Yeah, that's a perfect amount to try.
Try that, please.
Probably did. You like it? You can have some. Hi, Wild Alpha Wolfie. How are you? Okay, let's try talking to this guy again.
Why hold a summit in such a frigid... I have no... Let me think.
I'm not getting credit for talking to him. Will it... like... talk to the packed delegates? Death in Winter. You're good? Yay! I'm like kind of getting used to the new astrology and Final Fantasy. My Scholar and White Major 80 and Astro is 77. Awesome, Sports! That's so cool! Congrats! Good feeling, right? Especially when it takes a while and then you're finally getting the hang of it. That's kind of like me understanding the main aspects of ESO. It took me so long and it feels so good to finally like be comfy in the game. Wild Alpha Wolfie! Thank you so much for following. Well, it's not really a safe game. I've told you that before. But no. Not really. And this little area is safe currently, but I think Dad might be home. I heard Shadow bark. Don't wake up JJ quite yet. A little longer. Oh, I just assumed it was a person. I think I missed part of it. Don't talk to him. Okay. He's asleep. Right, he's not moving because he's asleep.
Sometimes when I don't think I could really get comfortable.
That's true. Sometimes I do too.
Sometimes when I don't feel I'm not really
I did not need to use that magic potion. Oh, there's more people here. Oops, wrong button. Good thing that uses stamina, not magicka. Because he was bad. Oh, that's not the button I have active. Okay.
No, the one that has a dark green name.
I didn't kill somebody with a green name. Green name people are unattackable. They're friendly. Oh, hi. It's different than it was last expansion too, and they kept changing stuff with buffs, not cooldowns and potencies, and a lot of abilities do something different based on which section you are in shield or regen. Oh my. That sounds complicated. So it's not really, did they simplify it? I mean, I've always been told that Astrologian was pretty complicated. Not necessarily a great starting thing. Father? Father? Katie just ran out of the room saying father, father. Katie? Oh, you're quiet. No, you're excited. Yeah, well, because Shadow was barking his butt off, and then you came through and ran into the gate. Made a bunch of racket. The way it was last expansion. They changed the cards work, that's it? Okay. I know, Injitaki, but he's loud. I don't think Dad's home. I didn't hear the garage. Of course, I have the game turned up pretty far right now. Pretty high. Oops. Oh, there, it's still open. Did you get it off the floor? Interesting. I don't usually like drop at fishing holes. I just felt like it this time. Currently petting Shadow to keep him calm because whatever's happening outside is getting him all kinds of crazy worked up. Celestial opposition is really different. Yeah, see, I don't even recognize the abilities because I never really played it. Gotta go do my dailies on one of my games. Have fun! Wolfie, thank you so much again for the follow. Hope to see you soon.
Catching fish. Catch a fish.
Yeah, I've caught a few fish.
Catch another one. What can you use to take out your fishing pole?
Crap. It's E in this game.
But is it in Stormwind?
Stormwind isn't in this game. That's WoW. This is ESO. The Elder Scrolls. Stormwind is in World of Warcraft. I will be wrapping up stream soon, guys. Okay, I'm done fishing. Somebody else can have the rest of it. Getting used to ESO stuff is rough. I'm terrible at blocking and interrupting. Oh yeah, Spurs, me too. The interface was a really big struggle for me to get used to. Of course, for sure. Don't be silly, Tyrion Stormwind. The trees king into it. Okay, let's see if it'll give me credit for talking to this guy this time.
Hold a summit. I have no issue. Let me think.
Won't give me credit. Is it broken? Like, I've talked to these people. Who's who? That's me, honey.
It's awful.
Here's the head of Death and Winter.
My people came to Fort Ammel from the west, but the town wasn't big enough to absorb them. They settled at Darkwater Crossing. Then the trolls came. You have done what that arrogant prince would not do. Thank you.
With Death and Winter gone, maybe the survivors can take back the town.
Perhaps. That is for them to decide. But at least they have that choice. Like King Yoren, you demonstrate honor. I will return to the prince's meeting and hear what he has to say. You have earned that much.
He always has to put my banshee on my chair. Alright, so will this dark elf give me credit now? Good grief. Oh, maybe I had to do the other thing first.
Why hold? I have no. Let me.
Like, he says nothing different. What is wrong with the quest? What am I doing wrong? Talk to delegates. I'm supposed to talk to this guy and I'm not getting credit. Sure, Anduin isn't a druid.
Why hold a summit in such a frigid place? You want our respect? Come to Mournhold and dine like real. I have no issues with King Yoren, but his son is an imbecile. He believes that the Nords are superior to all, and he had the audacity to insult Our Lady Amalexia. Let's see how well the Nords do against the Stormfists without our help.
I'm working right now, so I can do it later. Okay, I'll do it later. Can you set it aside? Thank you.
Let me think. No, nothing comes to mind. The Dhamma are finished helping those who show no respect or gratitude. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm trying to stay warm. Feel free to talk to my servant Nario if you need something more.
Nario. The quest icon didn't change. But, oh, she's over here. Grrr. What's up, girl?
Oh, whatever may I assist you with? Perhaps you need your pillow fluffed, or maybe you need me to cut up your food for you. Wait, I know you. From Deshawn. Don't say a word. No one must
The
know
assistant,
who or
Darkwing.
what I am.
Figures. Why are you dressed like a servant? I thought you were an agent with the... Oh my goodness, you guys. So if I hadn't... No, this is part of the... She was part of the Ebonheart Pact. Questline, okay. I was just like, can... If you didn't do the questline with her, would this be different? But she's earlier in the questline. Brain. Okay.
Shh. No one needs to know that.
I recognized
You're
the
on
name
board
and I was
my
like,
first
why?
Solo contract. It's a special one. The target's around here somewhere, but I haven't pinpointed where just yet, so I'm in disguise. Not my first choice of garb, but it works.
I love Nario. Can you help me? I'm trying to convince Gelds to work with the prince.
Geld is an idiot, and the prince is, well, he's a royal idiot. Bringing those two together might hurt more than help with any problems you have here. But since you asked so nicely, I can help. Might even get me closer to my goal.
What can you do?
I can be rather convincing when I need to be, especially in this attire. The Jarl keeps some of his best wine locked away in the barracks. Snag a couple of bottles for me. Just be careful in there. The guards don't like visitors.
Any tips on getting in there? You know, as advice for a friend.
While I hate to hide such good looks, you're going to need a disguise, a guard uniform. I saw one of those idiots splashing around in the river not too long ago. If he's still there, you might be able to borrow his armor.
Any tips once I'm there? You know, as advice for a friend. I already said
For
that.
a friend, anything. One of the guards hates cats. Earlier, I saw a cat run into the building. The guard chased it for an hour. Bring a cat with you. Might prove useful. I saw a bunch of them following the Argonians around. Try over there.
Just go nab a cat. Hey, where's nab that cat and run? Nab that cat, you hear? I'm nabbing a cat. Does the guards still hate you if you're a Khajiit? That's a good question. Probably. Hey, does anybody know the answer to that? Okay, so now I need to go... Yeah. JJ's in there yelling now. Thanks for waking him up, Dad. Kidding. Not yet. Nobody's bought Shadow a treat. So I can't give him one yet. Because
Out of these treats?
I'm not out of them. That's not what I said.
You're almost out of them?
We only give Shadow treats on stream if somebody buys them one.
What are you doing in here?
Oh.
Get out.
Oh, whoops. Did I lose my cat? Guys, yourself as a guard. I was supposed to get the uniform. I was just following the quest boobs. She said the guards like chill in the river. Darkwing and Noctivita just bought Shadow a treat so that you can give him treats. Isn't that nice? You want to tell them thank you?
Yes. What's this for, Mama?
That's for feeding babies like fruit and stuff. It's a thing I found in baby stuff. Your guys' baby stuff. Okay, hey. Shadow hit the bag. Okay, you want to say thank you, Noctivita. Ready? Thank you, Noctivita.
Thank you, Noctivita.
And thank you, Darkwing. Say it.
Thank you, Noctivita and Darkwing.
For buying a treat. Treats for Shadow.
A treat for Shadow.
Okay, this
He's
one's...
Like, he's like...
This one's from Noctivita. You can say, Noctivita says good boy, and give that to Shadow.
Noctivita says good boy.
Okay. And then Darkwing says good boy. And pat him on the head. Tell him good boy.
Good boy.
Thank you guys, that was cute. Yeah, I just got home from work. Hopefully he brought the meatballs home from work so I can make them for dinner. Okay, mark is complete. We nailed it. Guys, just a heads up, I'm trying to get to a stopping point in this quest, which I think we're close to. I don't know this for sure though. JJ's currently yelling. So that I can wrap up stream. I was hoping I would find a better stopping point than in the middle of this like investigation. So I don't know. Katie, dude. She like hit my mouse hand and threw me off. I'm supposed to get a disguise.
I'll hang up on your refrigerator.
Okay, thank you, Katie. You said something about them like... hanging out by the river and stuff. It's not like a quest marker, though.
So much to do.
Oh, maybe I talked to someone else again. I still didn't get credit for talking to the other delegate. Super weird. Can I talk to her again for a tip? Where is she? She was over here, wasn't she? No, she was at the Dark Elf camp. Good night, Kent. When I say evening, thanks again for the sub, kind stranger. Wasn't that sweet? Thank you for being here, Kent.
Straight.
Have a good night. Have a good sleep. Rest well.
A little snaking, a little
Will you
destruction.
get the picture
Do what
of
you
you
need
when
to
you
in
were
order to get
little
that
like
wine
me?
from the barracks. Just don't get
Oh,
caught.
Well, busy. So when I'm finished working, I will, okay? My goodness. She puts the Banshee on my chair, and it's like she puts it almost in the center sometimes. She told... Oops, I made it fall. Make it fall?
Yeah.
Katie, you gotta be careful with it. You're seriously making this really hard to finish up. Trying to finish stream and you like interrupting it. You know that, right? Like I'm trying to finish up so that I can do more things for you and stuff, and you keep like... Oh! I already took his uniform! Sega! Oh my goodness. It's right here. You're right. It was at the beginning of the quest. That guy, that guard that was drunk by the river. Ugh! Okay. Thank you. What would I do without you guys? I don't even know. So, because I'm wrapping up stream soon, if you guys have a suggestion for someone to raid, I don't know what's gonna happen next in this quest line, but just try to, if you have a suggestion for someone you'd like me to raid, throw it out there, and then I'll see if they're still streaming when I'm done. Otherwise, I'll just pick somebody from my follow list. Okay. Oh, look, Dunmar wine.
What do we use
What
this
are you
for?
doing in here? Get out!
Huh?
What do we use this?
What did I just say to you? I'm trying to finish this, and you keep interrupting me. Okay, so disguise is not the right one, question mark? Or I'm just not supposed to go grabbing everything? Or I'm supposed to be sneaky? Oh, use cat. Lol.
Not another cat. I hate cats. They make me itch.
Bye. Okay, I'm helping. Oh my. Is that a distraction? Like, cause now I'm right here. Very confused as to what that did for me. He just stands like right there. Boop-a-doo. Oh, there's a journal. Or whatever. A Meiji book. Guys, I got it. Finally. Goodness. So confused by that. It's ridiculous. You better not be doing dailies without me. You better not be doing dailies without me. Who am I rating? Let's one thing at a time, Terry.
Where you gonna go? Oh, I know.
Yo,
Do you
Nario.
know what that sweat had me fetch while you were gone? Food from the other tent, as if walking 10 feet would kill him. I got the food, though. Added a special berry, too. His stomach would appreciate it.
Here's the wine you wanted.
I knew I could count on you. Reliability is an admirable trait. This will taste good. Probably make taking orders from that barking dog over there a bit more tolerable. And it should be enough to get the job done.
What job?
To get Gelds nice and comfortable. Then I'll convince him that what he just drank was poisoned. Lucky for him, I have the antidote. Of course. He'll do whatever I want to get it. And that should be very entertaining.
I needed 4 bottles for that? That's how you're going to convince him to return to the meeting?
Of course. How did you think I was going to convince him? Now, do me a favor and stay alert out there. I've seen enough shadows and sheepish grins to know that something isn't right in Fort Armel. But that's why I'm here now, isn't it?
Are you buying?
Oh, boy. Okay.
I
Don't
heard
stand on that
you've been
chair.
hard at work. A powerful troll for the Argonians? Really? That's quite remarkable.
I convinced the Dark Elves and Argonians to return to the Prince's meeting, but I don't know he's going to. Whatever.
And I spoke to Prince Ernskar. He agrees that he might have been a little arrogant, especially when I told him what you discovered. Maybe now we can all get back to the business at hand, instead of just throwing insults at each other. With the Pact working together again, we should be able to sniff out Fildgor's spies easily enough. Now my only concern is for the king. He's surrounded himself with our strongest warriors, but the element of surprise gives Fildgor an advantage.
You believe the king's in danger?
After what you said the Stormfists have already accomplished, how can we trust anyone on the other side of the keep's gate? I know King Yoren requested privacy for this meeting with the ambassadors, but I can't just assume everything is all right.
Are you going to send more soldiers up to the keep?
Actually, Lord Verlop suggested that you two take care of it. I need to keep the prince in line, and we don't want to tip our hand to the Stormfists. Besides, I know you can handle yourself. Get in there and secure the king.
We'll go check on things.
The gates have been sealed since we arrived.
Yeah, I'm not
But
gonna do that.
Lord Verlop should be able to open them.
Don't
King
sit
Yoren
on
was
that,
adamant that no
or
one
stand on
disturb the
that.
meeting. I
You're right.
imagine that whatever they are discussing in there, Fildgor is definitely at the heart of it.
Don't touch it. You need to wash your hands. She stood on that chair and she grabbed one. I hurt her, but if she touched her eyes, it sure would. I just told her not to stand on that chair, too. Mom life, you guys. Okay. Shouldn't we send more troops to protect the king?
King Yoren is guarded by a squad of soldiers he selected personally. I'm sure everything is fine. Still, we can't be too careful. But I don't want to embarrass the king needlessly. You and Lord Verlop can handle this. I have faith in you.
Okay, so we're gonna do this next time. Lord Verlop apparently is hanging out with me. So wearing my disguise. We're gonna hang out at this cool camp. I might end up doing, like writs and stuff before I actually do the quest, but I'm just gonna log out here. But yeah, today's been a fun stream. Awesome announcements. If you guys haven't watched already, Bethesda, I'm sure has the VOD up so that you can watch the stream. I know that they're up because, or it's up because other people have already told me that they've watched some. So, go watch that. Bethesda's Twitch channel if you haven't seen the announcements, ESO announcements today. Really excited. Feel free to discuss anything you want in the ESO banter channel. Here we go. There's already some stuff in here. Yeah, Darkwing. Actually, I should just post the. Is that the Twitch bot or is that just the? Okay, let me go ahead and find the video and I will link it in there. Katie, can you not play with stuff up there, please? You need to stop standing on that chair and you need to stop grabbing things on the top of my hutch. Because I said so. Okay, we're gonna link it actually in the stream Discord and ESO banter. It's there. We watched half of it on stream. It was super fun to talk with you guys about it and hang out. My two favorite things were the vampire announcements and then the I forget what it's called, but like artifact hunting essentially. Super cool. So yay. I'm excited. Very excited about that. Watch the VOD, chat about it in my Discord. And I'll be back again in about 3.5 hours for some World of Warcraft 8.3 stuff, newest patch. I'm gonna do some dailies and make sure, and some visions. All this new stuff, discussion about new stuff. It's gonna be great. We are going to raid. Let's see here. We're gonna raid Lyris today. Lyris is another ESO streamer, guys. Very informative. Sorry, it's Grace or Lyris. I call her one or the other. I think normally Grace is the best name, but I tend to call, I don't know. I go back and forth. Anyway, we're gonna raid Gracefully Lyris. Awesome ESO streamer, very informative. If you guys have questions, it's a great place to ask those questions. If you're new to my stream or watching from a host and you enjoyed, please drop me a follow. It helps me out so much. Subscribe if you feel like it. Follow me on Twitter if you want to see if I'm delaying or rescheduling a stream. And join us in Discord in between streams. Chat about this, the live stream from Bethesda today or whatever. I've got tons of channels for fun conversation. Come hang out with us. Thank you so much, Noctavita, for putting the links in chat. And also the raid spam. So please, please, please help me raid Gracefully Lyris. Make the raid fun. Put something in our chat. Say hello. And for ease of use, you don't have to use them, but you can copy paste the pupper spam if you're sub to me, mercy spam if you're not. Noctavita also has a version with the Pride Wings, if you have those unlocked. Version of each, my sub emote and the generic emote. So feel free to copy and paste those and or put whatever emotes you want. Yeltiri raid, whatever. Just say hello to Grace. Super chill chat, super chill stream, good ESO content. And I hope to see you guys in about 3.5 hours. Thank you all so much for the support today. It's been a great stream. So excited. I'll see you guys later. I love you all. Bye. Bye. She's waving. She's waving.
Hey, Siri.
Mm-hmm.